Whoops. Anyone have some change?
Hi, happy 4th of July.
Happy fucking 4th of July.
Let's celebrate our independence by going to D.C. We're going to be looking at this. Grand Reserve. It's beer.
Eric says it's supposed to be good, but it has no information on it.
9%. That's why I bought it.
That's the only thing it has on it. That's the only information. Hey, you didn't even get... Wow. Alright, that's my job. Sorry, I blew up. You already got a cup. I'll grab myself one. Unless you need to clean
About to yell at me about glasses, and he's standing in front of the effing door. Ooh, slow her down. Looks like some bottled condition going on here. Don't get carried away on your pour.
Oh man, I'm already disappointed, to be honest. It smells like a regular beer. It's probably just a regular beer, but way stronger. It's like
beer that tastes like beer, but it's got more. Well, I'll put it this way. It doesn't smell awesome, but it doesn't smell like shit.
Yeah, that's true.
When you pay $26 for 4 of them, and you pop it, and it smells like
I'd want more.
It smells like a turd.
To me, that's what it smells like. Beer smells like a turd.
Cheers. I'm gonna have some liquid turd.
You know what? I gotta stop you right there and just say, before I get too inebriated.
Too late.
Happy 4th of July, everyone. Remember everyone that has done everything to get us here and give us this holiday. To that, I salute.
And don't let the libtards have another inch of our freedom. As a matter of fact, I say we push them bitches right off the cliff.
Alright, it's not as bad as a regular beer, I'll give it that. I wouldn't say it tastes overly amazing.
It's another
horrible.
It's another one
horrible.
that
It's 9%.
kind of has a heavy kick of like dark fruits, like the peels of grapes.
Mm-hmm.
Not the sweetness, just the bitterness of the.
Yeah. But it's definitely better than it smells. I'll give it that. And it's 9%, so I'll give it that as well.
I'd put her right around 9% too.
Ooh, 9%. I'm gonna give her a 99%.
Somewhere in
The
here.
only thing that she is missing, like I said, the other one had the popsicle that she was sucking on.
I know this is gonna be dangerous. I need to move this. See, I gotta be careful because within.
That's the one I was talking about right there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bounce her in. We're gonna bounce her in. I'm gonna go through a few of these, but I'm just trying to see what's a safe direction to migrate here because the last time I had
them all.
I had the girl that we were using, and I should have hit this button. Instead, I hit this button, and the girl that would have been right here was actually.
Seen one that was almost fully clothed, and I was still thinking she was smoking. See right through those clothes.
Trying to figure out where she went. I've gone way too far, but
you know what? You got way too many. I think Brad's been keeping you way too busy.
See, this is obviously in a safe direction. But in one particular brew review, I clicked the up button when I should have clicked the down button.
Full on nude.
Yeah, I got the one that's a very nicely chested girl, and okay, now I'm just trying to get back to where we were. America! Where are they?
It's up. They got a bunch of American themed right in a row. Oh, you're all the way up. No, you passed it.
I just have to start this. Did I really run that far? I have to start this all over.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm gonna have to walk away. I'm starting to catch some wood.
Yeah, see, sometimes when I'm trying to pick the right girl, it's a real task.
It's a challenge. There is so many.
Okay, I'm just gonna do this.
Oh, you got her in by name, huh? Oh, there she popped up.
There.
Which one is that? Okay, I thought that was maybe someone else. I like that one on the top left there. That was my choice.
See, it was these three. This now if the fourth. See, this qualifies. No one's wearing the American flag,
But she's got red, she's got blue, and
then she's sucking something red, white, and blue.
Exactly.
Okay.
Nope, I thought of that too. I like the double header, but
Okay, so missing out last time was Gunwild. He said, "Damn, I missed two club 2 days in a row." J Dog says missed it. Oh, we hope. Cobra says cheers. Missed the clubbers. Mike says cheers, and then I think we're moving on. First was Smile Money.
holy shit, are you serious? Go figure. I never would have seen that one
I
coming.
know, that's weird. Harmarsh says Ninja, you're first again. And then he says, oh no, not Ninja. Just phone and internet came together in the cosmos. Oh god, I keep getting this like...
You know what, honestly, this is not horrible, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do two.
I'd like to see what happens if you do two of the other ones.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm already slurring, and I had a little pre-game, but I swear it was only 2 beers in the last 2 hours. It is just so hot outside. I think I'm sweating out all the water, and it's just nothing but alcohol retaining.
Just the alcohol staying by.
I'm serious.
Then Christine, you know, it's funny. She always
commented
comments from the wrong account. This is not the Ms. Bomey. If you go to this link,
It says Ms. Bomey.
well, there was like an accident, and I told her the problem was when you try to delete something once it's Googled. Yeah, see this is where this one gets you. This one gets you nowhere. She has 4 subs.
Oh, okay.
No videos, no.
All right, I believe you, boss.
It's the demented one, and
You should ask her what's up. See if she gets it.
Well, see, we can respond back to her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hello. Yeah, let's just go with the
What's up?
Yeah, there we go.
And then when she does respond, be like, me later tonight.
Harmarsh says hi, Miss Bomey, and she says hello to him. Harmarsh, Brew Babe.
Brew Bomey.
Brew Bomey was a woman. Yeah. And I had a high school kid sniffing my crotch.
Which one was that now? You can just explain. I probably remember.
I cannot remember what this movie was.
I remember. Yeah, I couldn't remember the movie either. But is that when you were in the car and you see the titties? Oh no, this one. Yeah, this is the other one. I didn't remember what it was. It's older.
That's how it's done. Who's next?
They all frickin' sign up.
That's me. Pogo Loco, happy Independence Day from a tyrannical government weekend.
Hey, you know what? It's not completely tyrannical. I mean, Biden got us 16 cents off our holiday meal. So give some respect.
NIHAP says enjoy your 16 cents and your pork chop.
Oh, I already beat him to it. I'm sorry. Fuck, what a joke.
You know what?
What a joke.
El Retard is standing there doing his news thing, and he's bragging about all the jobs that his administration has created since he took office.
You mean the ones that he kept people from working at?
Yeah. You know what? First of all, y'all, these guys all know that, but y'all have to remember, the government cannot give you anything that it hasn't already taken from somebody else.
True that.
Hey, David, you're going to be jealous.
You got my meat in your mouth.
Got Matt's meat in my mouth.
Mmm.
What was this one?
I'm not sure, but I want to say it was very similar to this one. This was a honey barbecue on this. And this was like, I think it was like a holiday, like 4th BBQ or something. So maybe it was very similar, but it's sweet. It's not, it's not overly sweet, but it's kind of good in its own way. I usually like a little bit more pepper and garlic and stuff, but I do like it. I also got it because my kid is so picky. I figure, grab something a little bit more sweet, and he might be willing to try it.
Who the hell wants their dad's meat in their mouth?
All right. Fucking gloves are coming off.
Okay, ground rules.
Gloves are coming off now, bitch. It's on.
Yeah. We'll go again. Yeah, we can trade. All right.
Let's try and trade.
Get that cleaned up and in the mail to you. I'm sending them the good Note 9. Trading for a Uber break.
No. Really? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, but you want one in 308.
That's true.
This one's half by 28, so
Oh, I don't care. You can still piss off.
you could put it on your 22.
That would be badass.
I told you, if I ever take a trip down to see John, I am going to take him up on his offer.
What's that?
He wants to turn down the bull barrel for the 22 and put the 3/4 inch, the big one on there, because it was just a little bit bigger than the bull barrel. He goes, you know how wicked this would look with my brake on there? I go, oh yeah, old man, prove it. He goes, if you ever bring that down, I'll put it on the lathe. Boy, man, you'd have to take a shit ton of material off there. That thing is what, 5/8 of an inch or more for a barrel. You have to turn it down to half.
Is there going to be any metal left to hang on to?
He's got it. Yeah, well, with that, you had no problem at all. What was almost an issue is the Mosin. The wall of the Mosin was so thin towards the end that my Bill called me and he goes, do I have authorization to cut this barrel back more? Because I had already... Correct, those Mosin barrels are like 6 feet long.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally poke... for 6 feet of social distancing, you can still poke somebody with that barrel. And I took 5 inches off of it.
Really?
I think I originally cut it back to 24 inches.
I like the Mosin. I cannot believe you took that much off, though. That's crazy.
He had to take even more because he couldn't get enough material to thread it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if you've tried this one. This has got a little pepper on it, but this is the honey barbecue. It's good.
where else can you go to stand and watch it?
Again, I like a little bit more spicy, but this is a nice sweet,
Couple of dumbasses.
sweet peppery flavor.
Here.
It's usually what my girlfriend asks me. She pulls it out. What's going on here? Sorry, you're gonna have to take the sling off. This is the only thing they had when I went there. Only thing.
You know how much I'm glad I'm not J-Dog.
I'd be buying this shit by the pound every day. I'd be so broke.
In order for J-Dog to go anywhere, he has to pass Superior Meats. Unless he's heading out of town.
This stuff is so good. Well, the jerky. The jerky from Superior Meats is so good.
You know, I'm sure they have some kind of rhyme or reason for what they do. But the amount of times I have been hell-bent on getting the teriyaki sticks or the Colorado or anything that even sounds good, and I've walked in there and it's like empty. It's like,
well, you do realize this stuff takes some time to make. Not like they can just produce it in like 10 minutes for you. Like, oh, you want some? Yeah, let me make some. I'd say it probably takes them almost a a work day. It takes them a full work day to make the shit.
Oh, there's some guy. There's like, I don't even know what beef sticks were, and then just Colorado. That's all that was left, which is a miracle because that's usually the first thing.
That's what you like.
And this guy's like going, well, then the girl asked me, what would you like? I go, 1 pound of the Colorado. And this guy's like, all of a sudden the math is like deteriorating in his brain because my girl jumped in. Well, he was like hemming and hawing. Snooze, you lose, fucker.
So did you take it all?
I think there was like 1.5 pounds. So.
They had 1.25 pounds. I asked for 1.5 pounds. So I took everything that was left. They had no jerky when I left.
I must have been in there like right after me.
No, I was in there Friday, man. I went in there Friday.
Oh, then they actually made more.
Yeah. I went in there Friday about noon o'clock. Yeah, that's right. I said noon o'clock.
Noon o'clock. Okay, more comments. DFC, top 10 bitches. DFC. Our marsh. Intro babe, hell yeah. Brew babe, oh hell yeah. Outro babe, oh hell yeah again. Gunwild says, you're welcome for the brew babe. She was one of my contributions. And then Harmarsh says, thank you, Gunwild. Loco Loco. Tomorrow War sucked. The weak male needs saved by strong daughter. Washed up Hollywood. Boy, you are like one of the most negative Nellies on the planet.
Yeah, I just want to call him a dick right from the start. I liked it.
I liked it.
My son liked it, and when we got done, all we saw was comments on the Brew channel, and my son started laughing because we all finished it literally like probably within 7 minutes, dude. I walked out to have a smoke, and all of a sudden I'm seeing comment, and you guys are saying how you just finished it. It's like, I know I finished it within the last 7 minutes because I just walked out for a smoke.
Gunwild. Top 10 biatches.
Biatches.
Didn't you already say that?
I don't know.
Seems like deja vu. Cobra. Short ass vid. We'll have to watch it twice, I guess. Hey, I read the comments. I talked about what I wanted to talk about. It's not my fault it was only 27 minutes.
Wow, that was a real quick one.
Loco Loco. Again. I now identify as Jesus. You can call me God.
You know what? After this whole shit came out in California with that transgender going into the lady like locker room and sauna, I think I'm gonna start calling myself a transgender as well.
Going to the girls' bathroom.
If they can get away with that, why can't I? I'd be fucking arrested in a heartbeat.
I tell you though, it does tell you something about a person. If you're such a piece of shit pussy that the only chance that you have is to compete against a weaker sex.
Oh, are you talking about the Olympic broad dude, whatever?
There was one in the Olympics?
Yeah, he's like the weightlifter that he's fucking beating them all. That's a huge controversy because that one lady that runs, she got suspended because she found out her mom died and she smoked a bowl. So she's suspended now because she had marijuana. Yet they're calling it, a drug that, can change, your abilities. Well, what about this fucking dude with the dick that's fucking acting like he's some woman on the Olympic team?
I'm sorry. Anybody that really truly knows me, I am not advocate would be maybe an overuse of the words. I am not I'm not against marijuana, but I'm certainly not Matt when it comes to marijuana. But
what's that supposed to mean?
You're a fucking stoner. The fact is, marijuana isn't going to make you do anything better.
If anything, it's going to make you lazy.
I know, it's like, hey, I can beat them. To actually get your shit taken. I disagree with that, I guess what I'm saying.
Well, here's my thought.
Bullshit.
So we're gonna let this male compete in a women's competition for weightlifting, which I find is bullshit. What does the rest of the world think about that?
Hey,
Not even just America. What does the rest of the world think about that?
Here's a technical thing I'd have to ask.
Yeah.
If you were to do a blood draw from a woman, are you going to find testosterone? Because if you do, they're going to throw her out of the Olympics. Now, this female with the testicles and the dick is naturally producing testosterone. Shouldn't it have to abide by the same rules that the women would?
I agree.
I just literally thought about that now. Well, wait a second. We are producing testosterone. Women don't.
Probably a good thing none of my girlfriends are going for the Olympics, because you'd find testosterone in all of them.
Well, their mouth and their ear and the back of their head doesn't count. Hey, you tested positive for testosterone. Hey, wait a second. The back of my head doesn't count.
Oh, fucking clowns! I tell you.
Rich,
Well, what was it? So you got that? You got these two yahoos. What about the fucking third one? That I know the Republicans are trying to remove, but the rest are pushing forward because she got pissed off they played the national anthem when she was on the third fucking place.
oh, the one that turned.
Yeah.
Isn't that the same one that
She
smoked?
put her no, totally different one. That one was the hammer thrower that was they got all pissed off, and she said it was all about her, and she was trying to show her thing. No, the one that smoked weed, she's a runner, and she found out her mother died right after, during an interview. So she got done with the interview, and she went and smoked. I have no problem with that. Fuck, look at Michael Phelps, man. He's a hell of a swimmer. And right after the Olympics, he got caught on camera smoking the bong. He didn't get stripped of his shit.
Rich Huff says cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Smile Money. You are disappointed because you have drank everything at Keyport.
Burp. That's a lie. You did not drink everything at Keyport.
Oh, no, I didn't. That's not what I said. See, Smile Money always mixes up what I
Yeah.
said. I couldn't buy a porter or a stout because I had reviewed all of them.
He's had a lot, but I tell you what, you go to Keyport,
this entire cooler was like an IPA, 4 of them for $27. I'm like, I am not going to pay $27 for a beer that I don't really care for.
Yeah, I support it.
But I did. Oh, that's what we should have done instead of this.
What?
I did buy an expensive IPA, but it's a West Coast. It's a California style.
No, we're fine with this, even though I'm not even a big fan. I'm better with this than anything out of California right now. I don't need that commie shit up in here. Especially on the 4th of July. Sorry.
The other thing
to blow up.
Other thing while we're drinking and talking politics, I do have to address, because in this particular case, I know there's going to be people that are going to be mad that I'm saying this, but what went down in Massachusetts definitely does show that to blindly back the blue is a foolish thing.
What happened? I'm sorry. I'm
a whole bunch of guys that were in a militia happened to be driving through Massachusetts on their way to the other side. And they got, I don't know what the reason is, they got pulled over. Me and John and Christine were talking about this last night. There's probably shit like the Gadsden flag stickers all over their vehicles, so they set themselves up. They got pulled over. And long story short, in Massachusetts, which is something that I may be dealing with when we go visit John, if you have all of your ammo locked up in one case and your guns locked up in another, you still could be in violation and be arrested for transporting firearms through the state.
You might as well fucking just keep yourself locked and loaded, and then when something comes with a siren behind you, you fucking shoot out the tires and keep on your way.
John had some points, and they're pretty much extreme, because he says, in the event that you do get pulled over, there's obvious intent that can be drawn. If a gun was, say, in your center console, even if the console's locked, that gun is ready to be used. that looks worse for you than our guns are back in the case.
Absolutely.
Maybe take the slide off. I mean, actually, I didn't say this to John, but even more effective than that is take the slide off, quickly just take the barrel out, put the slide back on, and then you can put the barrel in a piece of bubble wrap or something next to the gun. I mean, then there's no confusion.
Or if you got enough of you guys and you already know like who is who, one person carry the guns, another person carry the ammo.
But I do have to 100% say I agree with Steve, Mule Team.
What's that?
That you are a fucking naive idiot if you blindly think that anybody wearing a uniform is there for us. They're not there for us.
Oh, that's true. But I also, I'll go on another flip side, and, well, not flip side. State to state laws are different, but
oh, definitely.
that's still. I would fight that to the day I die. I would bring it to the Supreme Court. That's a violation of our rights. You have a right to bear arms.
This is a high impact case now because it's all over the news. It'll be interesting to follow these guys.
Especially if they had them split up. There was no guns loaded. They were all locked up and they were separated from guns and ammo. That is the fucking most bogus ass charge ever. I bet you those cops did it because they want to take the guns.
Probably.
I don't mean just take them, get them off the streets. They want to take that shit.
But I do agree. There's a lot of, I personally am friends with officers, people from, there's going to be a gentleman that'll probably hear me say this. He has been tasked his entire career to run into a burning building. Both of his kids. One's a sheriff and one is a police officer. And he's very obviously in tune to all this and would be offended by some of probably even what I said. But this, what happened in Massachusetts is
bullshit. Right
out proof that the fucking cops are, everybody that's waving their little blue flags going, oh, if Biden says go door to door and collect the guns, I know my police won't do it. Bullshit, they won't fucking do it. They're not here for us.
They're here for themselves.
They're here for themselves and they're here for the government.
So, my thought is, it's not even about race. It's every person, no matter what race you are, every person, no matter what job you hold, there's good and bad in all of them.
Well, no shit. Yeah. I fully
There's
agree.
good and bad in all of them. There is so many corrupt doctors that are fucking selling people out for money. There are cops that are selling people out for money. There are politicians that sell out major amounts of people for money. You got good and bad from all sorts all over the world.
Harmarsh says C8, and Harmarsh, not only is that a miss, but it's already been called as a miss.
Excuse me.
JP reporting in for the Shark ZF6 channel. Haven't you already reviewed that one? I swear that distillery has more ways to distill whiskey than Carter has liver pills. No shit. No, I have not reviewed that exact same one. I reviewed in 1910. This was the 1920.
For what?
Oh, the bourbon I reviewed yesterday was the 115 proof, and it was was from.
What's that? 107, 108%, 107.5. Or no. Sorry. My math. You said 115, so that would be 55 plus. So what? 57, 58%.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stronger one.
And that was from. Now I'm drawing a blank. It was in my brain a second ago, but yeah, I've reviewed a lot of shit, all from the same Old Forester. There's an Old Forester. There was an Old Forester. The flask right before it.
150.
The flask before that was Old Forester. Four Old Foresters. 4 Old Foresters in a row. There's a 5th Old Forester. 5, 6.
Are they a lot different? Or holy crap! No, go back. What the fuck is this? You've got Oh, that was mine. I was like, you got 3 different circles on this one.
Well, I originally gave it a 5, but there must have been something really wrong with my palate, and the next day I changed it to a 7.5, and that's the pork charlotte. That's
Yeah.
also from Brook Laddie.
I gave it the 2-3.
So, yeah, there 8 Old Foresters.
Well, you can put a lot of different flavors and stuff. It's one nice thing
Yeah.
about... I'm telling you, man, that's what we need to do. We just need to start our own distillery. We can start one up in the basement, and once we get big, we can actually buy a business, lot to do it in. Try to go legit after.
Yes, JP. When you say, haven't you already reviewed that from them 8 times?
Yeah, a lot.
Now I'm almost afraid to go for the last flask. I've got 1 flask left. Oh, no.
I'm guessing it's going to be really good. Maybe no, it's probably going to be really bad. I'd say save the best for last, but actually, I know how Phil feels about being in those metal containers, it ruins the taste, so he'll probably put some shit in there.
Actually, and I also was looking for a knife today and knocked the flask over. It's laying down there somewhere. Okay. Well, are we
I'm almost done. I'm going on to another one.
I'm
swapping.
Swapping.
You go ahead and say
swapping
what
onto
you
the mother load.
You go ahead and give your review while I go grab the other ones.
Where do I put Chimay? Tapestry's Grand Reserve. I'm not really impressed with it. I'd go 7. Maybe a half a point for alcohol.
I would say like a 6.5.
I went 7.
It's better than beer, but it doesn't give no description, so it's really hard to judge. But it has a huge lack of flavor, and it smells like shit. It really does. It didn't taste like shit, but it smells like shit.
And if you
Because
bought the
I
ones-
went out and got it today. I went and got it today because I figured it's 4th of July. We're going to have some fun. I don't have fireworks. What's that? Oh, you're showing the date? I don't have fireworks, but
This is
I've got something
this
else.
is almost exactly a year old. So this is, it's kind of funny because so many of you say, as soon as the Dogfish Head 120 hits the shelves, like Keyport, they cannot keep this in the cabinet. Yet, 7-minute drive
Where you
across
go.
the bridge, and this shit's been sitting there for a year. And it's funny because I'm like, wow, this stuff is really outdated. Are you going to give me a deal on it? He goes, yeah,
Nope.
B&E brew guy? I don't think so.
Nope.
Actually, the manager one time goes, don't you have some of this sitting on a shelf aging? We're doing it for you. Thanks, man.
Asshole. Yeah, I wouldn't say that stuff was the worst thing. Actually, you know what? I gotta go 6, knowing how much you paid for it. 5. I didn't think that was overly pleasant. It wasn't horrible, like bad, but yeah.
Wow, I tell you,
I
for
would never buy it.
being somewhere between 19 and 21%,
Well, then I gotta get this last sip on. I don't want to mix it in with my dogfish.
don't worry, this kills anything, including nuclear debris. If this was nuclear toxic
I'm
5
waiting to
seconds
see my
ago,
chunks. Shut up. I want to see my chunks.
on your forehead. Harmarsh.
Hey, after a year, I barely see anything. I see a few little chunks, but I thought I'd see a lot more floaters.
Harmarsh. Hey, Brew Bomi, how many times you gonna review a Old Forester? Gunwell says he has no control over what's in the mystery flask from NIHAP. Harmarsh says, I know. I said that because he mentioned it. I was just being a smartass. NIHAP. There are all different expressions. Wow. I can hear him saying that. Never mind. This is the last one for at least now. Oh, that means the last flask. Flask number 129.
So he changed it up. Like I said, it's going to be really good or really bad. Usually that good stuff, he'll try to tell you if it's really, really good. You'll say, hey, you got to do this now, like ASAP, because don't let it sit in that container.
Oh, they're all over there. I think we should have 2 unwritten rules. One, that green flask, the biggest one, you know,
is the best.
The one that holds the most,
Is the best.
that should be the best. And then second, my B&E Brewery Views flask that Samantha had made for me, that should be something good too. But I have to say, NIHAP is crazy. 129 flasks, as of now, have been delivered here.
He drinks. I think he drinks more than you. Either that, or he's got a stock room that he supplies a bar with. I'll tell you what.
You just figure there's no way you're probably getting, if the average cost isn't $50, it's got to be very close. I mean, when you figure in everything that's sitting on that front row, with the exception of the one that I bought and the one that you bought, you just figure what those ones alone cost. Like the Brook Laddies. He's got to be just like waiting for me to say they safely made it.
He spends more money on booze than me, you, and Scotsman combined. And that's a tough beat, I would think.
J-Dog is so right. Well, wait a second. He sent you a bottle of Paul John and a bottle of Octomore, or 11.1. You could have had a nice Smith & Wesson.
I seen that. I was like, fucking Christmas for Eric.
JP
I actually
reporting
did
again.
think, though, that classic was a peated. I thought it was because I knew we were running out.
Well, that's what when I pulled it out slowly, I saw 55.
We were all excited. You were excited as hell. You're like, hey!
And then I was like, wait a second. That's classic. What the hell is the classic? Select Strength Classic. So, let's see.
Now you got 3 Paul John lineups.
Let's see. Yours is Brilliance, and it's a single malt whiskey. I'll just read it straight on. Non-chill filtered from John Distilleries, India. And then, Gora, India? 46%. The classic is Classic Select Cask from the John Distilleries in India. And it's 55.2%. So, I think what this is pure Coke. And this is what happens when you cut it. This has got talcum powder in it.
Alright, go on a rant. I'm going to step out for a smoke.
Go on a rant?
Well, you can read comments, go on a rant. I looked up for a few comments. I don't see no shots. I'm not going to be back in any quick fashion.
Oh, okay.
I'll make it quick, but once I start drinking, I like my smokes.
Let's see, Shark, JP, started on Glenlivet Enigma. I think I figured it out. Poco Loco, YouTube already deleted 2 of my posts. Zippy! Where is the rye? Oh, are you talking about what did I do with the bottle? Oh. What do we have? On deck for you Patreon guys, which Zippy is. Well, this, Balcoons, or Balcoonies. Texas Rye Cask Strength, 64.4%. Christine actually told me I needed to apologize to you guys, and we are apologetic on this. Christine has some kind of an abscess or whatever going on with one of her teeth, and of course getting an appointment, being able to get in. Long story short, I brought her to walk-in care, last Sunday, and they started her on a regiment of antibiotics and told her no alcohol. See, now for her that's not a problem. Me, as a trained professional, that's a problem. So she has not been able to drink any alcohol. We originally were going to do something last weekend, but then this all happened, and she basically spent 4 days not getting a wink of sleep because, and of course, because maybe Matt's right, rant time. Because there's pieces of shit that destroyed the system on opiates. Granted, they are very addictive. I take that all back. I don't hold the person responsible, but the way the government handled the situation, instead of maybe dealing with people that may have been on opiates for so long that they became an issue, because I've been there, done that myself. Nowadays, it's like you almost have to walk in with a limb missing before they'll do anything for you. And they weren't willing to give Christine anything really good. What they ended up giving her, which is also a controlled narcotic, was basically what the aspirin with codeine in it, and they gave her such a little amount that she pretty much waited until the pain was so severe that she couldn't deal with it. So that's why we are really, really behind on doing our Patreon video and the Patreon drawing. I see what we still have. We still have a knife in there, and the training system in there, and some lucky bitch is gonna get a Google Mini, right, Google? Hey, how much does it cost to buy you?
I never thought to ask. Let me get back to you on that.
So literal. Cobra. I'm still rocking my OG Galaxy S7. It is testing me though. I have a Galaxy S7. Battery life has taken a dive these last couple of months. I'd have to double check, but Christine is kind of like a Consumer Reports tester on batteries. She can walk out of the room and be gone for what seems like an hour, and I'll look over and her tablet is still on and her cell phone is still on. I, on the other hand, have my shit set for 30 seconds of inactivity. Sorry, Cobra. Continue reading. Now it has a red line down the display. Laugh out loud. Verizon's been trying to kill for several years by forcing non-needed updates. Not sure what to upgrade to in the near future, but I'm starting to rule out Apple iPhone. Yeah, I wouldn't. You couldn't pay me to take an Apple product. Nihap says Apple sucks. Look on Craigslist. 90% of iPhones being dumped on there. Like I said, it's one thing when you find someone that's ultra loyal to one product versus another. Where I get my best feedback is through my daughter, because she simply does reviews and goes for what seems like the coolest thing at that moment in time. And she's had, she'd probably change what I'm saying right now for a much higher number, but she's had at least 4 Apple phones over the years, and it's like me going to Taco John's. It just seemed like such a great idea until I went there, and then after that I'm good for quite a while. And she's the same way. She'll go for an Apple and then be totally disappointed and then go for like, she'll end up with like 3 or 4 Android phones in a row. Yeah, it's been a long time since she's gone back to Apple. I want to say that she had the, I don't even know where they are number-wise. Cobra, don't mess with the Jesus. Hook your dang Blu-ray player up. What century are you living in? Streaming. Cobra, E9. E9 is a hit. Tardisius, my favorite go-to Blu-rays are Tron, Firefly, and The Mentalist. Oh, that's an awesome series. Actually, I love all of those. The old Tron I thought was a little bit better than the new Tron, but the new Tron, Neutron, get it? You know, Firefly, that goes without saying. Firefly is just freaking awesome. Yeah, the Mentalist is an awesome series with a touch of Samurai Jack and Cowboy Bebop, all Star Treks included. I gotta give him cowbell for that. In 3, in 2, in 1. Mr. Mark Mac 85, happy 4th, Patriots. Absolutely. What's this? I hate pop-ups. Like that. Is there a program to stop pop-ups? You know, I pay money for these apps, and yet they still pop up. Corel is the same way. Every time you close frickin' Corel, hey, did you know we have a good deal on this program that you're not interested in? Thank you. Clyde, whiskey and revolution for all. J-Dog is here at work. What should we pour for? What should we pour for the Matt Man? And then tell him it's something completely different to see what he thinks. A little classic. What does it mean when the brew review hasn't even started and Matt's already going, woo, woo? I'll put some more of his meat in my mouth. Wow, still a lot of comments. Better hurry up before he gets back. Cobra, just watch the intro again. Little lipstick and some eyeliner, and Matt pulls this one off. Oh, that's the strawberry wheat one. Clyde, G4. G4 is a hit, and it is sunk.
Oh, sorry. I had a phone call and there's stuff I gotta deal with. Oh, G4, was that a hit? Oh, you haven't read that yet? Yeah, you did. G4.
Oh. No, the OO is
G4 was a hit. That was a sunk ship, wasn't it?
The problem is I miss somebody.
You miss people way too often.
Yeah, there's alcohol involved.
You'll have to go back and look. No, you know what? The more and more I realize,
Shark equals.
you miss the actual like ratings. Like I have to bring that up. You're missing the people that sink your ships. I think you're starting to have a problem, Eric. I'm just, I'm your buddy, and
Sharky got
I want
the
to
sub.
let you know.
Clyde got the battleship. Who sunk the destroyer? No. That's a destroyer? That's a battleship?
No, you got the sub. This is the battleship.
I don't have who sunk
Or is
that.
that the battleship? I think that's the battleship. That's the carrier. And that's just a fighter boat. I don't know even what they call them. You got a list here? What
No.
they call them all?
No, and I only got the one.
Alright, I'm gonna Google this shit.
So I rely on either Clyde or Sharky to answer this question. Or maybe it was Cobra that got it. Someone who sunk the four one? The four hitter. Son of a bitch. Okay.
Battleship game boat names.
Gunwild. The review would have been a lot longer if Man Cave Matt was there. That guy talks more than most women I know.
Fuck you. Actually, I can talk a lot, but I wouldn't go that far. That was... Alright, hold on. Here we go. The 5 ships. You have the 5 ships. The carrier, which I was right, that carries 5 spaces. The battleship, which is 4. Then you have the cruiser, which is 3. The submarine, which is another 3. And then you have the destroyer, which is the 2. Do you want me to send this a picture or a link to you?
No.
Alright.
Well, good. Hang on, I was about to get...
Hey,
Gunwild.
will that fit? Oh shit, I didn't mean to slide that up. It actually works alright. Will that fit in here? Fucking, you can just take someone's ankle right out.
No, but we all might be making shit like that when the government tries to take our stuff. Gunwild
Oh, that's
says,
real easy. A fucking, you know what? I would normally say like a metal tube, but I think a PVC pipe would even actually do. It can blow up, it wouldn't matter. It's going to take their ankles out just the same.
Gunwild says, I want to see the recoil from those extra high brass shotgun shells. What are they? Bird shot, buckshot, or slugs? Zeus says high brass is a different animal. Well, they're not slugs. They're a number 6, and they're from a company called Imperium or Imperial.
I don't think they're slugs.
No, well, no, they're not. I know they're not slugs.
Oh yeah, well you shook them. I was just feeling you can kind of squeeze it. Slugs you're not going to squeeze.
I actually did a search on these. I don't know if my search would still pop up.
I'm thinking they're a bird shot. When you shook it and the little sound, I'm thinking that's a bird shot. It almost actually sounds like sand. Those are really small BBs.
Imperial Special Long Range load shells.
All right, there you go.
What does it say about Special 6 Long Range Smokeless and head stamped as Dominion made in 1212 Canadian Imperium. Oh,
These features steel.
Inch and a quarter ounce shot.
Go back once. It said reinforced. Oh, Ducko callouts on label. Where did I see the steel? I swear I saw steel. High brass purple paper tubes. The 6-inch range smokeless headlamps. Features. Oh yeah, steel reinforced and Ducko callouts on label. That doesn't help a whole lot.
Super clean long range load.
Basically, I'm guessing duck shot. Just a bunch of pellets, a bunch of small BBs.
The weird thing is I don't know if Scott had these because they're good or because they're collectible. I know they don't do me any good when I'm dead, so I'm gonna enjoy them.
Well, you know what though? Before you enjoy them, like you're gonna go out and shoot them. How about you fucking go out with me one day and go hunting? You know what I have never done, like personally?
Had
got-
sex
I've
in
got-
the woods with a guy.
Well, yeah, I've never done that, and I don't plan to. I've gone duck hunting, but I've never gone duck hunting as an adult, like where I have a gun myself. I've always gone as a kid and watched. Let's go do some like duck or bird hunting one of these days.
I've been pheasant, rabbit.
I went pheasant and rabbit.
Remember the first time I ever shot a rabbit? I
You go with 22 or a shotgun?
410.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it was a 22 410.
Okay.
I used to own that gun. I borrowed it to somebody, and I never got it back.
Dude, I'm telling you, especially with this new job, I know I'll probably have more time off than you, but still, like, let's go hunting with that shit, dude.
I shot a rabbit's rear leg off.
Dude, they fucking jump like crazy when you hit them.
That, and it
If
sounded,
it's not a kill, like instant kill.
it sounded
dude.
just like an infant.
Oh yeah, they scream.
It cries just like a
Oh.
baby.
I used to live out in the woods. Fox or wolves would get rabbits, and it was like trying to go to sleep when you heard a rabbit get caught was impossible, because it's just like what you're saying. It's like a baby crying, and sometimes it would go on for like an hour.
It's like, what did Multi-Gunman say that there's like a mile's worth of sub-comments? He says only 33 minutes and 32 seconds. What? That's it. You're fucking fired. Mr. 27 said, I told you that you need to make at least 10 comments minimum. I'm disappointed.
You got more than 10 comments.
But whiskey. Then I could have just phoned in. Always whiskey with an E. I'm fired too. That's a strong possibility.
Well, Joey's definitely fired from at least one job, I can tell you that.
Mr. Mark back again. Christmas in July. Nice bottles. And I can say, yes, they are. Yes, thanks. The best. I'm going to go with yes, they are.
Did I tell you how happy my grandma was when I brought that little Coke bottle from Mike home? Not the Coke bottle, but the Coke glass. She goes, oh my gosh, that's so cute. I really like that. She goes, I could use about 4 of them. I'm like,
Can you imagine if you just repeated what he just said right now, but didn't say bottle?
I was like, yeah, Mike gave them to us.
My grandma was so happy when I brought the Coke home. She wanted 4 of them.
She was really impressed. And then she's like, well, it's only 1. I don't know what I would do with it, but I could use 4. What are you going to do if you don't know how to use 1? What do you need 4 for?
I'm not kind of sure what I can do with 1, but I could use more of them.
Well, she thought they were cute, and it brings her back to maybe not her glory days, but her better days.
Okay, so I did mention the other day that I was waiting for Samantha to take a look at the truck, and I went up to the garage this morning at 8 a.m., and Sam put it in the air and then thoroughly inspected the underside. I now know why I
It's
have
rusty.
exhaust notes.
It's rusty.
I don't think I have any catalytic converters. And,
Oh, I could believe that.
and when you hook the thing up to a $50,000 computer,
Code.
you should see
Everything goes off.
You should see all the codes that my truck
Everything
brings
goes
up.
off.
Communication problems, this problem, that problem, passenger side restraint system. Long story short, Sam's gonna have to start looking. It looks like I'm J-dogging it.
Hey, I would just fucking put a piece of tape over those lights, man. Drive it till it dies, because I know people like their Dodge, and I'm not going to knock them, but in my opinion, fuck Dodge. I like the Hemi engine, but all the rest of this shit, fuck Dodge.
Well, my rotation noise appears to be the transmission.
Dodge is like the American Toyota, dude. They rust out quicker than anything else.
Every Dodge I see on the road, more than 5 years old, looks like either identical to mine or what mine looked like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Car.
You got a good deal. I mean, no, you got a good deal on yours. I'm not gonna not. I would have picked it up for the same situation. I'd have picked it up too, and it's still running. It hasn't let you down.
No.
I'm not gonna knock Dodge. I'm just saying though, they're like the American Toyota. They rust out, and they're gonna fucking pop codes like you wouldn't believe. They have way too much shit going on in there.
Well, see, here's the thing. I've now had that truck for more than a year. Greg told me if I got 4 months, I got my money's worth.
This is hilarious.
I'm an hour into it.
What do you think of it so far?
Well, I think it's pretty funny.
Oh, it is.
And you know something I didn't know?
With the characters? Who was in it?
Well, no. Well, I had no idea who was in it. What's her name? Julianne Moore. She has nice tits. The scene where she's coming down from the ceiling naked, she's painting naked, and she turns to put a gown on. Yeah, she's got a pretty rock solid
I'm not
set.
gonna lie. I used to watch that movie a lot back in the day. I don't even remember that scene. That's how long it's been since I've watched that.
I have it queued up. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I've got some stills. No, back to my truck. I paid so little for it, and I believe in it so strongly right now. The way it runs. And,
Yeah, I agree. Fuck, if you seen this guy do brake stands at the end of the alley to his fucking garage, you'd probably have confidence in it too.
It's got a Hemi. It's got a Hemi in it. It's rated at 300.
I usually know when Eric's fucking coming home because you can hear it.
Well, long story short is, I told Sam to look for a transmission. I mean, at least it's a preemptive strike. The one thing that was a little concerning, see, now if there's any of you out there that want to play armchair quarterback, it has a rotation sound. You give it gas, and it sounds like something. It's
almost
not,
like it's revving up like a turbo.
Before
it gets going,
a new noise when it's accelerating, when you're running, or in this case, you can even say coming down a hill, put it in the second, you can hear that rotation sound. And
when you put it in idle, does it fucking go up and down at all?
No.
Okay, because just from what you're saying, I don't know, I'm not a master mechanic or nothing, but I was thinking just from what your thoughts are, maybe like a vacuum issue.
Well,
but if it's not going up and down idling,
Sam said that the sound was remotely vacuum related. And
see, I'm not that far off. I'm not a dummy.
She checked my rear diff. It was more than full. It was good. The front diff,
low.
She put her finger down inside, and there was nothing.
Yeah.
So she put almost an entire container into it. And I was like,
"Is it leaking?"
That's it. Oh, that's just it. I never see puddles under it. When Sam looked it over, right now, she says right now there's some kind of what looks like.
But you don't use your four-wheel drive often, so it could have just been out.
Yeah, I have no idea, but I thought we were on to something when she found the diff empty, or mostly empty. So she tops it off for me. On my way home, the sound, if on a scale of 1 to 10, the noise I was hearing was a 5.
It went up.
Now it's a 1.
Oh, okay.
But if it's the diff, and you're coming down the hill, and you drop it in a second, the sound picks up in speed. That is not a differential anymore. The differential is still turning at the same speed.
Yeah.
Now, possibly the transfer case, but Sam goes, it just keeps leading back to the transmission, Dad. She goes, it's not giving you any issues as of right now, right? No,
it's just shifting fine.
I pulled the dipstick out for the tranny. It was right on the full line, and it is a beautiful shade of perfectly clear red, pinkish red.
Yep.
It's not burnt. It doesn't smell. I don't know. Maybe it'll go a lot.
Honestly, for how much you paid for it, I don't even know if I'd ever put a new transmission in it. Other than Sam can probably hook you up with that. But for how much you paid for that, you can probably buy a new vehicle for the same price.
Well, here's what the issue is. Sam goes, you know what's going on, Dad, with the housing market?
It's the same in the vehicles.
Same in vehicles.
No, and I was just going to say that because you know what? Me and my sister, we're both just talking about selling our vehicles like 2 weeks ago. You know why?
Because it's stupid.
I bought my truck for $26,000. Guess how much they're selling them for right now?
28.
$35.
Holy shit!
I'm not even joking. I could go sell my truck and have $10,000. And actually, the people that are selling them, they're looking at 80 to 110,000 miles. I have 84. Or no, not 84. 48. No, 48. I don't even have 48. I'm just under 48,000. I can get preem dollar for my truck. I mean, it's a nice looking truck. And I've got no mileage. The farthest I drive is to the lake.
See, that's what Sam goes. Sam goes, Dad, I literally could buy all of the parts and build you a new truck for less than going out and buying one right now.
That's crazy, because me and my sister were just saying the same. She wants to go sell her truck because she'll get 10 grand extra. And hers is like a year or two newer than mine, and it's a lot nicer shape. Well, mine's nice shape, but I mean, I definitely use it.
Well, she bought hers brand new, though.
Yeah, and she doesn't do nothing. She just literally drives it. But it's like, all right, so Danielle, you want to sell your truck and make $10,000 off it. She's not going to make $10,000. She's going to get $10,000 more than what it's worth. Me, I could sell my truck and make $10,000. So then maybe I'll have to go buy a Harley and then take out a new loan for a truck. I don't know. But I thought about it, and actually the only reason why I haven't sold it yet is the big decider for me was, am I going to get a job where I can afford my truck? Or should I, if I got a part-time job or full-time job, whatever. If I got just the part-time job, I would sell my truck and take that 10 grand, and I could just buy a beater for the time being. But honestly, no. The housing market and the car market are very similar. My truck is worth more than 10 grand than what I paid for it, or what I bought it for.
No, that's exactly what Sam was saying, too. She goes,
the dealerships are offering it, not just like private party. The dealerships are offering 10 grand more than what we paid for our truck. What is this? Is this the new Paul John?
this is where you have to guess.
I'm thinking it is, but it don't look like you really touched it.
It is something in the front row.
It smells strong. Is it the new Octomore? It smells really strong. I'm going to guess Octomore because it tastes strong. It smells strong. It's good, but it's strong.
The Octomore... Oh, the Octomore is a heavier hitter than this one. No, it's actually this one.
Well, it was. You just poured baby shots. No, that's all right.
Baby shots.
Well, no. Looking at your bottle, it didn't look like it really moved. No, you're right. It's like the Brilliance, but on steroids. It's a heavier hitter. You can smell it and you can taste it, but you know what? Surprisingly, for being 55.2%, that was still very smooth.
Oh,
very smooth.
It's impressive. It's dangerous, but it's impressive.
Now, I'm going to ask you this, but I'm going to wait till after I try the shot. But I'll ask you now so I don't forget. What's your preference? Don't answer me now.
What do you mean? Between those three?
No, between the two new ones you got, the Paul John and the Octomore, the new Octomore. Let me try now, beforehand. Then you can tell me your order of what you like them in.
Well, you wouldn't even ask me this. You shouldn't even ask me this.
Okay.
The Paul John is extremely good, but it's whiskey. The Octomore is like the peated Paul John, and it's...
Oh, so if you already said
peated.
peated, so it's the Octomore for sure.
Yeah, it's
a no-brainer.
No, these two going up against each other would have to be done side by side. Nihap asked me last night where I thought the 11.1 fell on the pecking order, and I easily give it a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10.
I wanted to order a couple of these, but remember we were talking about that on Amazon. That's where the first thing that came up. It was Amazon, but it was all the UK shit. And I never tried to order, but you were saying, you're like, I don't think that they'll even sell it to us. I don't know.
They gotta put it in a shipping container, and 3 months from now we'll get it.
Hey, I'd fucking do it for the price. Or, well, maybe I better just check in on the...
I'm gonna wait a second, seeing if someone calls us on a shot.
Maybe I better...
Oh, shit. I better
check the place up in Woodland, too.
I actually owe Clyde because he sunk a ship.
You know what? Normally I don't want to take too many shots on a day like today, but I'm totally for it because it is a day like today, and it is America's
You know what?
birthday.
Clyde, you can tell me if I'm well, if I'm cheating or not, but I'm gonna make it a shot of this, because
This is like 20%. I got it for a reason. Today is a good day to celebrate. You know what I actually did to my son? We went to Superior Meats because I said we're going to go pick out the best meats. And I told him to pick out dinner. So guess what he picked? I'm really happy.
lobster.
No, he didn't.
They had the lobster tails on sale, by the way.
I'm really happy he didn't pick out the filet mignon. He picked out the fucking New York strips. So that's what we had on Friday night. It was New York strips. It cost me for 4 things of meat. 4 things of meat. It cost me $106. I got New York strips. I got a summer sausage. I got the jerky, and I got a couple beef sticks.
You got one of those summer sausage?
Yeah. Do you want to try some?
Kind of. Yeah.
It was a.
Which one did you get?
I got it because I thought my grandma would like it. It's the wild rice and cranberry. Dude, and you're not exaggerating.
Oh,
this fucker is huge. I've
bigger.
never seen a summer sausage that big in my life.
It's bigger. It's bigger. Well, it's the same size as a whiskey bottle, right to the neck. It's exactly that.
Right here. It's like this, but this long and fully fat the whole way.
Yeah, they're huge.
Oh my god, that's what I'm like. I gotta get one of these.
Oh.
I grew up on that shit.
I was just about to say something inspirational too.
I'm sorry I blew up, boss. But anyways.
Oh,
it was a good time.
their filet mignon over there? I should just stop listening to Christine. I mean, first of all, you ain't getting any.
Well, that no,
I'm
it
sorry.
was like,
I'm sorry you're having the whole tooth.
It was like $35 a pound. That's why I'm really happy he went with New York strips because that was the next most expensive thing.
I don't know if I've been lucky because I'm not saying I am the Zen master on the grill.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll go in and edit a video and
No,
I'll
you
look
do
up
good.
and the needle's like.
That's why I bring the shit out. No, I just bring the shit over here to cook.
Those filet mignon over there, there's no knife needed. You just take the fork and almost like, it was like eating meaty sponge. It just disintegrates on your tongue and almost like, I wanted to get one to have for breakfast yesterday.
I have no problem grilling food, but honestly, well, I like coming over to hang out with you and grill, because you man the food, and every now and then I'll man it just because you're not paying attention. But no, Eric does a damn good job on the grill.
You want to take one of these and try it? I got 2.
Eric, I'll give it a shot. I'll never say no to hot sauce. But Eric does a damn good job on the grill, and we have a good time drinking while we're doing it. And
you know what that reminded me of a little bit? Somewhere between tartar sauce and ketchup with attitude.
Really?
Yeah, it's...
You lost me on the tartar sauce part, but I guess with this fish, I like tartar sauce, so maybe I'll have to put that on a little fish. Alright, let's do this up. I think you said we have to do this for Clyde or whoever just sunk the ship.
I just did a great big gulp for him, so we're even. Now we're back to just trying it.
Alright, well, I'll fucking take this for Clyde because I'm a man. Hey, we got plenty of that for outside later. Well, only a bottle left, but...
A what?
A bottle each, the dogfish head.
Oh, God.
I know that's going to be gone today. Dude, we're going to be fucked up today, for sure.
Maybe I should just text Greg right now and say I don't want to work tomorrow.
You should do that now while you can still text.
Alright.
Hey, I did buy Dogfish Head, $42 before tax for a 4-pack.
Oh,
And that
you had to pay for 1 year of rental space in a cooler, too.
No, it was the same price beforehand. I was already there for it. It's been sitting there for a while. Actually, they took it off the shelves. They took it off the shelves for a while, and they put it back up.
Probably so people like me would think, oh, this is this year's. I had that in my hand. And then I looked at the date and went, well, this is last year's.
No, they did that. Time out. Time out. Before you do anything else, before you take that shot, put up my fucking girl.
Oh,
You said you were going to do that.
Oh,
Put up my girl. I want to represent the 4th of July.
see
This is the way I represent.
We need to go...
Oh, she was good too. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's the one I want. Thank you.
We'll possibly hit this shit before we're done, though. Just that look? That's the look you get right before she has to gulp something.
I'd take both of them with that popsicle. I would take that popsicle and I would throw it as far as I could in the woods and say, well, I guess you're going to have to find something else to suck on.
She's got nice hair.
I really like her, actually. I do. But the other one, yeah, that's just more of a...
That's all business right there.
Yeah. I like that. You know what? I got to cheers to that.
She's giving the
Cheers
stick.
to
She's giving the stick the bitness. Hey,
you know what?
Ever wanted to be a popsicle?
You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is?
What?
You're married. Any girl I go hang out with, I talk about doing brew reviews because they see me all fucked up every Sunday. And I tell them I do brew reviews and shit, and they want to see. And then they want to find out how to subscribe. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want them to see. Well, a lot.
Well,
I don't want to see a lot that happens on here.
Hey, Wade, will this sound familiar? Here's Christine's thoughts. You can stand and look at the buffet all you want, but when you're ready to come home and have dinner.
I agree. I've known that since I was 18. But the problem is, sometimes my comments just aren't on the pictures. Sometimes the comments are like, you know, my friend that I might be going to a barbecue with. Oh, I didn't tell you that one yet.
Probably better not now.
Well, I
She
won't.
might be subbed.
No, but yeah, she's one that wants a sub. I told Mike just outside, and I told your wife. But that was not my fucking train wreck. I'll tell you what. That was not my train wreck. I would love to fill you all in, but I got to plead the fifth right now.
Hang on, I gotta call 1999. Oh, did I tell you I broke this?
No, but if you're calling 1999, let me respond. My balls have just begun to grow hair.
I gotta get some super glue and fix it.
Oh, you know what? Guess what?
I tried to open it.
I told you.
I got it open.
I lost my social security card, and guess what I found when I was digging for it? I found my diploma, my high school diploma, my college degree. I found my birth certificate. I found everything but my social security card. You know what else I found?
A used condom, and it said I miss you, and it was your mom's
No,
name.
my BlackBerry ball.
The
my
pearl.
pearl.
You found the pearl.
Yeah, I found my pearl. Like I told you, we gotta find a charger. I know I have a charger for it. We gotta find that. I got a couple of videos on there I can show you. That's why I kept it. I had some good stuff on. I had some good stuff on that phone.
No, it's not that one. I know what the pearl. The pearl is the micro.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm just saying I found it, and I found a few other old cell phones. I keep all my cell phones. I keep them all because of the data on them. It's like children pics. You know, like that sounds bad. The pics of my kid, you know, growing up. The screen might be fucked, but
you know, when I was across the street from the kindergarten.
I don't have a computer, so I just keep them on my cell phone, you know? Like, fuck you. Fuck you.
No, I know the videos you're talking about. And
Yeah.
educational.
Yeah.
Mr. Mark Mack. Sold cars for 39 years, but I refuse to sell any electric car, i.e. golf cart, laugh out loud. Why would anyone desire to sit on top of a 1,000-pound lithium battery? Pass.
You know what, though? Actually, here's the thing, though.
You're good to you're in an accident.
No, you're right. But here's the thing. If you ever go golfing, I have done golf carts with electric, and I've done golf carts with gas. And I tell you what, those electric golf carts, man, if they're dead, they're dead, you know it. But if they're not dead, holy fuck, dude, man, they get some power and kick. My buddy, when he drives, usually I drive, because you think I'm the erratic one. No, he's crazy. He tries to fucking, like, fishtail, and, dude, he'll be peeling uphill. And
Now
just
you sound
leaving
like
streaks.
Sam. She's like, well, let's go take your truck for a test drive so I can hear this noise. I go, why don't you drive? No, I'd rather the owner drive so I hear the truck driven like it's normally driven. And could you try not to red line and stay out of the ditch? I'm like, what are you saying?
That's what I do.
She's like,
I'm in the ditch every day.
Dad, I know you. I'm like, shut up.
Oh, well, no, but that's the truth of my buddy. I do love him. He's the one actually, hey, if you don't go to work tomorrow, he just called me. I was out smoking. He just called me. We're going to go tubing. and it's not even far.
Burl?
No, Monolac just started a tubing thing. So we only have to drive to Monolac. So it's like 15 minutes away.
Have you been to that restaurant, by the way?
Yeah.
That chalet at the top of the hill?
No, I haven't been, but I seen it built because I was disc golfing while they built the whole thing. They got a giraffe and shit in there.
Greg says the food is unbelievable. And it's like they make it almost impossible to find the place.
Hey, you guys want to go tubing, you and your wife, tomorrow? If you don't want to go tubing, you go kayaking or fucking canoeing or
I have to work.
No, you don't. Dude, I'm telling you, let's fucking go. It's going to be hot tomorrow like it is today. I already told Jason I'm going. I said, yeah, let's go, but I might... He said noon. I'm like, I might need longer than that because I might be really hungover. And you might have to pick me up from one part of town to the other. I said, I don't know where I'm going to wake up. I'll let you know in the morning.
So we're going like 30 miles an hour, and Sam says, just drive it like you normally do. So I dropped it one gear down and floored it. And she's like, we already know that there's probably an issue with your transmission. What are you doing? And I go,
that's how I drive it.
I looked at it and I go, we're a half a mile away from your garage, and my mechanic is with me. Why not?
That's how I drive it, bitch. Sorry, Sam, if you watch, I wasn't calling you a bitch. I was just saying, feel the moment. Like, that's how he fucking drives it. You should hear him every day between where he turns into the alley and where he stops. It's usually like a whom, and if it's the wintertime, it's a whom the whole fucking way.
He's making this all up.
Bullshit, I am. Not in the slightest. I know when you come home almost every day, whether I'm in the house, whether I'm in the garage, with the door open or the door closed. I mean, I can see it sometimes, but no, I fucking hear you, dude.
Hey, I've gotten my money's worth out of that truck.
Cheers, you absolutely have. But I'm telling you, I fucking hear you, man. You remind me of my old 1990 Toyota pickup. No Cadillac, nothing on the back end. People could hear me from a mile coming. It's the same with you and your Dodge, but you got a Hemi. I had a fucking 2.3.
That's a good question. Do you think Big Daddy is a legitimate shop?
Big Daddy?
Big Daddy's muffler?
Where?
Over by the landfill.
Why would they not be? I don't know.
Well, I'm just wondering, if I brought a vehicle to them that didn't have catalytic converters on it, and I asked him to do an exhaust system, duals.
Oh, they could make it sound badass.
But I wonder if he could work on it without, if it's an illegitimate system.
No, they maybe say you need to put a new one on.
You know how much catalytic converters are?
Yeah. But they also, a lot of people cut them off. A lot of people legitimately cut them off. I know in certain states you're not allowed to do that.
Wow, I think Minnesota might be one of them.
Really? I don't know. I don't think so.
Uh-huh. Well, we don't have to worry about it because we don't get inspected.
I only got pulled over with my window tint. I never got pulled over for how loud I was. And I tell you what, I'm serious. My friends, I never called. They were outside waiting because you could hear me for a mile or two. Literally. And that was a 22RE. They could fucking hear me driving my little Toyota. Just balls to the wall.
It's like Miles in his fucking Trans Am.
No, with him and his Harley, then fucking he just
The Trans Am's even worse. Have you ever heard that?
No, I didn't even know he had one until just the other day he told me, and I'm like, well, I haven't seen it. Probably a good thing.
I think it has a straight 3-inch system on it. It sounds like two monkeys fucking in a pot.
Tell you what. I'll tell you what. That's actually a really tough call. Because
they're both exceptional. This is Petey.
Yep.
That is so smooth that you don't know.
I was going to say, that's the difference. That Octomore has a hell of a bite compared to that Paul John.
I think...
I like the... How about this? I like the flavor more of the Octomore, but I like the smoothness of the Paul John. Like, there's... it's tough to say one's better than the other. Because, honestly, the flavor was great with the Octomore, but it had a lot of bite. That Paul John, real smooth.
I think what NIHAP said is all Well, he hasn't had the 11.1. He has 11.3.
Bullshit.
Is
He
it-
probably has it, just at his home. He hasn't touched it yet.
Is it? He says that it affects your brain.
Yeah,
It's like brain
makes it
fizzle.
fizzy. Is he like the adult version of what's the Candyman in that movie? Willy Wonka. He's like the fucking
Oh.
adult version of Willy Wonka. He sends you all of your candy.
Mr. 27 says intro Balmy Academy, nice. Oh, so that was Police Academy. And I can say, and I did say, yeah, thanks.
Do we have to change the girl again, or are you just good with 2? Just let me know, just because we're getting close on things. Wrong way. There you go. All right, perfect.
We'll do them for a while.
Joseph again. Intro, baby. Yum yum.
Oh, and I can say so good it was, or a guy with his dick hanging out.
How about this? I wish. Joseph again. Brew babe. Joseph again. Happy fireworks, BBQ and beers day. You know what? I respect that, but how about just remember and respect and wish the best upon all the people that made this happen. Or have made it happen.
Then he says, my phone is possessed by Google. Then he says, outro, babe. Oh, hi.
How about we just start blocking Joey already?
Then Wade says, heartily approve of the sword and battle axe on display. Yeah, I had them in the...
Oh, you did? Yeah, this,
And that.
Yeah, in the little holsters?
Heck yeah. I tell you, if I ever get really, really bored, I wonder if I can get all the rust out of this.
You know what? You don't even need to worry about the rust. All I say is if shit hits the fan, you go straight to your grinder, and you make sure
It's already
it's sharp. But if you can make it sharper, the better. And you just make sure you carry this on your back like Braveheart, and you got your gun. You got your gun in your fist.
How about the Book of Eli? Have you seen that?
Yeah, that was a badass movie. Honestly, well, actually, any Denzel Washington movies, I typically very much enjoy. I will say that. That was one though that I really liked, because it was like kind of like a zombie apocalypse, and the one guy was looking for the Holy Grail or the Grail, whatever, and Eli was blind, even though you don't see it through the whole movie. But he had the only copy, and it was in Braille.
Yeah, so when Gary Oldman's character, the bad guy, finally steals it, he's like,
What the fuck?
no! And Denzel Washington had an entire Bible
Everything
memorized.
in his head, yep. He read that, everything in his head. And, not only that, it was Denzel Washington. He was a badass motherfucker. You didn't mess with him, like...
This line that Wade says completes what he just said about Denzel Washington's character in that movie. Those were the days when your strength of your arms and the size of your balls could determine your future. Matt Davis, who's on first?
Problem is, his arms weren't that big.
Yeah,
He must have made up with it with his faith.
with his balls.
Oh.
And faith, yeah.
I guess I didn't see his balls, but I put faith in there for that, because he had the faith.
Matt says, I almost bought a mini hydroplane boat called Overkill. 14 foot with 150 horsepower Mercury on board.
That makes sense. Overkill? Yeah. I bet you that fucker goes skipping. Those are the ones that you start doing wheelies and you see them go up in the air.
Yeah, I like that. They're just like, and then gone. Matt, Merca. Joey, happy 4th from work. Oh, that sucks.
Hopefully you're done enough to enjoy the fireworks and the barbecues and everything else, my friend.
Brad, happy 4th. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, Brad. Joey, this review is like Jerry. Short but not sweet.
Well, this isn't that short, actually. I'm looking, we're at about an hour and a half, so we're doing good.
Well, that was yesterday.
They did, I know, I get that, but they're complaining because the last one was short, so we're making up for it, right?
Smile Money says, put your haunted house phone on vibrate.
That would turn them on too much at work, so bad idea.
I'll
Greg would be looking over like, never mind, I'm not even going to go there.
Sharky, catching up, had a barbecue yesterday. Spare ribs, chicken drumlets, garlic chicken skewers.
Ooh, no, garlic shrimp skewers. What do you mean, what garlic?
Yes, that's what I said.
You did.
Sharky, S.H. Outro Babe. Nom 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 nom.
This guy cannot fucking read for shit.
The Outro Babe was pretty good. Did you see her? Naked chick leaning up against whiskey cans.
I haven't. I didn't watch yesterday's. I seen her. Dude, I tell you what, anyone wants to claim shit, I want to claim her. Well, there's a lot I would claim, but I would love that. I would love that all day. That intro, babe, was fucking gorgeous. Oh, I would take her too. I would take her. But honestly, I think the intro was better.
See, you can't say she's having a wardrobe malfunction because she's not wearing any clothes at all.
Yeah, you're right.
Sharky, I hate those possessed suicidal phones. They're over here too. Sharky, D9.
That is already called a hit. Sorry, Sharky.
I think someone beat him to it. Sharky, with the last comment, SH, Outro Babe. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And she could hook you up with some whiskey.
I don't know how. Well, I mean, everyone's got their own preference, but just because she was naked, I think the fucking intro, babe, was way fucking smoking.
Oh, speaking of that, my video's live. I wonder how many people have watched it. Sorry, I hate to be self-serving, but
Damn, you know what? I actually looked at a couple funny videos, or like I'm in the dad jokes like club, whatever. I had some good dad jokes I was going to bring on that I should have taken pictures of. I didn't, and I'm not going to look them up right now. But they fit the club, if that makes sense. They weren't necessarily always the cleanest. Oh, I remember that video.
this is
You know what you should have played, you should have had set up, was the 4th of July video where they were shooting the targets. You know what I'm talking about?
well, that's copyright. This is us. You were actually standing right here.
Yeah, I know I was there, but
Yeah, I saw that one, but if I used that one,
I think you showed me that actually. I see, I don't talk all the time, you don't hear me on the video.
yeah, Jolson won't shut the fuck up.
So there's people that are worse than me.
Sammy Jam. Is there a proprietary mag?
There you are.
Oh dude, I look fat as fuck in that. I don't mean pretty hot and tempting, I mean, I just saw my ex-girlfriend, she's like, you're losing some weight again. Well yeah, it's summertime. Fuck, I just seen that last
Sweating
summer.
off the pounds.
I had a really big belly. I mean, like, literally it was out to here.
Is that for you?
That was me shooting.
You like that?
Yep, that's me. I hit every shot.
Oh, stop hitting steel. It's loud. Oh, it's loud when you hit the steel. Stop. No, miss. Miss more often, Caitlin. Oh, ouch, ouch.
It was loud, actually.
It was, because they were closer. Well, that's because we were shooting the vector for the most part. You want half of my meat?
No. No way. Then just like real fireworks,
Hey, you seen the new one that they put up on the Ian Brew channel? This was the best fireworks display I've ever seen. I'm dead serious on this.
I don't like that being
Oh,
there.
this was a good one too. After being labeled an extremist and the CIA still hasn't funded your weapons or funding. That was a good one. Where the fuck is it? Oh, here it is. You've seen this one, right?
Yeah.
That's the best. You gotta pop that up. That is the best fucking fireworks display I've ever seen. And, well, I love that. I love the theme track. That was from, what was it? That cartoon puppet America show, whatever.
America.
You know what I'm talking about, right? I don't remember what that movie was called.
YouTube pisses me off. Did I mention that? The fuck, YouTube, you piece of shit! God damn it. I hate you. Did I mention I hate YouTube?
What are you trying to do?
I wanted that thing moved out of the way.
Yeah, okay. That sounds like freedom right there.
Oh, I tell you where that stupid thing needs to be.
That sounds like freedom.
That's the sound of freedom.
Just don't let Joe Biden see that video. He might wet himself.
There.
And make some new laws.
Fucking Biden. The problem is I wish the whole administration would go down. Debt of honor? That's what needs to happen to this administration. Clear out all of the fucking scum and let's put some real patriots back in there.
Problem is, we have to have enough people to actually go and push forward to that. And
Yes, thank
I
you,
think
Steve.
a lot of people are honestly like me. We want to see it happen, but we have families and friends that
Happen where? I'd love to see this entire administration wiped out.
I agree, but I'm saying I think a lot of people are like us. We got family that we want to take care of and we want to be there for them. The only problem is it hasn't been pushed to the limit where we're like, all right, enough's enough. Like we are now, people are already getting on the box.
I get where you're going.
People are already getting on the box train.
I'm talking about the movie Debt of Honor.
Yeah.
A 747 crashes into the
Yeah.
and everybody's wiped out.
They're not all going to be on that, that one.
No, not on the 747. A Japanese business owner in a fully fueled 747 flies into the House of Congress when everybody's there, including the Supreme Court.
That kind of reminds me of what was that show that either I told you about or you told me about? Remember the president? It was a series on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about? That was a good show. My sister finally watched it and she's like, "Oh my god, I can't wait for the next season." What was it? You know what I'm talking? I know you know what I'm talking about.
Soul Survivor.
Yep, Soul Survivor.
The problem is just don't even bother watching that because they fucked the ending up so badly.
It was still a great show. Don't even deny it.
Oh,
it
no.
was a great show.
No, it had me fully committed until it's like, what are you doing? The last 3 episodes.
Come on,
Go eat a dick.
but I thought they were going to make another episode.
They didn't.
Or make another season.
They never did.
Well, but we also had Corona, and a lot of things got put on hold. So does that mean they're
I got
actually
Corona right here.
But does that mean they're actually done, or they got put on hold? Because
it's been like 3 or 4 years, so I'm pretty sure.
oh, then they're done. Then they're done. Fuck off. That was still a good show.
No,
Watch everything but the last 3 episodes, I
Keith
guess.
Sutherland?
Yeah, watch everything but the last 3.
No, it was frickin' action packed.
In the
beginning,
the first season and a half were amazing.
Steven says West Coast and Northeastern IPAs are different.
No shit. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I'm sorry, I didn't want to throw you down like that. I do love you, Hops and Lead, but yeah, just saying.
Steve, Oklahoma had a 1-month layaway after your CCW expired before you couldn't carry anymore. They changed it to 6 months, but now we have constitutional carry. So get a license, be able to carry in 39 other states, or not, have one and still conceal or open carry any pistol, rifle, or shotgun. That's right, Oklahoma. I mean, I remember the days where I used to think that fucking Texas ruled the world for freedom. Oklahoma, actually.
No, I've been thinking. Well, I told you I want to move to one of those more open carry states. But I gotta wait till my son.
Stephen Bush would like to have you move in across the street from him. You guys
I
could
know
barbecue.
he's got issues with him. I would totally move down there, but I gotta wait at least until my son is 18 or until the courts let him decide for himself what he wants to do. And actually, I just recently heard he wants to move in with me. I haven't asked him, but through the grapevine, I've heard he wants to live with me, and I'm not gonna pressure it. Actually, I was telling Eric I'm not gonna get involved on in here, but his mom's doing some crazy fucking shady shit, and
I suppose it's kind of I mean, if I could switch places with him, I could sit and stare at her tits all day long. But a son, probably a little different.
yeah.
I've seen the videos, but
She's getting a little older. I mean, she's a lot older than me, but I'd still stare at her tits even at her age. Like everyone says, hey, you want to fuck a 50-year-old? No, but give me a year or two and I'll tell you yes. My son's mom's fucking 7.5 years older than me. She's.
So that makes her what, 26?
Fuck you. I'm 36, so she's 41. No, 41. What am I thinking about? No, she's almost getting up to 45. She's getting close to 45.
You know, I've never seen her.
Are you serious?
I've never seen her.
Mike fucking drools over her every time. She's starting to get old. She's got the crow's fucking peaks going. She did a lot of suntan, so you're starting to see wrinkles, but she's still a good looker.
She's still 20 years younger than Mike.
She's a good looker for her age. I mean, shit. She was 7.5 years older than me, and I had no problem going to Pound Town with her.
Hi, Marsh. Happy 4th of July, 200 Ale Club at Sunny Slopes long ago. Cheers, clubbers. And for some reason, we can say same to you, rock on. I'm going with rock on.
Harmarsh, happy fucking American holiday.
J-Dog says, Heart Club, Mr. Holster.
Heart Club, Mr. Holster, and America.
NIHAP.
Greetings, Club. NIHAP, been a long time. I wish I could see you, buddy.
Gunwild says, Happy Independence Day all. Harmarsh again.
Hey, with that,
Double Club?
Alright, you went to him already. So, did you see the new commercial Budweiser put out with the Independence Day? The movie Independence Day, the president?
I heard it, but I haven't seen it.
I actually did like that. I thought that was honestly awesome.
Bill Pullman's speech from the original movie, which is, what, 20 years old?
No, it wasn't the original speech. It wasn't, I don't think.
Well, no, he updated it.
Yeah, he updated it because he was talking about differences of opinions and this and that. It was a fucking good speech.
Well, the movie.
You're gonna look it up?
The movie was classic for what the president would.
You put this on the review. You know what? They can fucking hate all they want. No, that was a good speech. That was a American 4th of July Independence speech. No matter who you are, where you came from, what your beliefs are, it was about Independence Day and being together, being strong. I thought, but you know what, honestly, out of all commercials throughout the year, Budweiser just got my stamp of approval for best commercial ever.
Good afternoon. In less than a week,
Put it on
we
the big
hope to
screen.
fire up our grills and launch one of the biggest 4th of July celebrations in the history of the United States. The United States. Those words have new meaning for us all today. And whether you drive a pickup or a hybrid, you live in the heartland or on the coast, or whether you pronounce it America or Murica. We're all
I want
Americans.
to shut up, Paul John.
Seldom on the same page,
Whatever one he surprised
but
me. I just
reading
want to shut
from
up,
the
Paul
same
John.
book. On holidays, anyway.
Yeah, that's
Perhaps
fine.
it's fate
Figured that's what you...
that this 4th of
Oh,
July,
you want one too?
we gotta once again come together to lend a hand to those less fortunate whose fate still lies in the balance. We're fighting for freedom for all, not from alien invaders, from separation, from being cooped up while baking bread and ignoring basic hygiene. The time has come
And
for
ignoring
us
hygiene.
to get fresh, gather the crew, and eat veggie and meat burgers till we sweat. And then, let's work together towards a future where everyone can come to the party.
You never seen
And
this
should
yet?
we win
No,
the
I heard it. I haven't seen it.
The 4th of July
good one.
will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will fill the sky with so much light and freedom, this thing will rue the day it ever messed with us. Together, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Good, ain't it? Seriously, that was good.
Actually, I just watched this movie
Yeah,
with Miles.
Go for
that
it.
must have been tough. I got a 12-pack for him on my table, actually. No, but I thought that was good. You know what? He really said it well. Budweiser, I think, did a phenomenal job in that commercial. It was a little longer than a normal commercial, but I thought that was like literally top notch. That was better than any Super Bowl commercial I have seen in years.
And I have Triple Club. Is that a record? Zeus, let freedom ring.
You know what that said? What that said? Hold on. Cover your ears. Cover your ears if you need. I'm gonna let a little freedom ring, even though I wish it could be a caliber instead of a bell, but it's been a long time since I've done this, so let me have her. 3, 2, 1. A little bit more short and sweet. I don't like long played out shit.
I got one of those in while you were out smoking crack.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry, boss.
I rang the fuck out of it too.
Alright, well, they got a 2-for-1 deal then today.
Let's see what we have for. I'm going to quickly read the comments from the Let Freedom Ring. Cobra says, boom. Harmarsh says, Let Freedom Ring. Hashtag.
You got a whole nother subscription now?
Well, this is just the Bomio. This is unauthorized. Bald and Curious, Happy Independence Day. Bald and Curious, he's also a possibility. I've never met him in person, but we're gonna be out that way.
Love the fucking comment.
Rich 1911. Rich, I haven't. Verse the new system sucks. He says Happy Independence Day. RTT Guns and Gear, another patriot. Yeah, these are all patriots. This is awesome. He says Happy Independence Day. Broke Loader. He's got American flags and 2 thumbs up.
Dude, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was 2 piles of shit. I was ready to fucking put out a hunt squad on him.
Yeah, it's actually.
Well, I'm a little farther away than you, and from here it looks like the shits.
Zeus.
Yeah, lucky boss.
I don't know what Zeus has there. Is that the? What is that?
That's the movie. Snap thing.
Keith Gregory, Let Freedom Ring. Douglas, nice ending. That's right. You got to have the grand finale. That's why.
I think we did actually. Other than we're talking now, that was actually a great ending on the video.
Stalker Steve says, "Right on, brother." And the Bohemian Hunting Club, another guy that shows up for all the Bomi stuff.
Right, so they're talking about our other video.
Outstanding.
Your last video.
Outstanding. Happy 4th. Okay. Oh, we get Zeus.
Did you refresh it?
We're gonna do that, and then we're out of here.
Yep.
We'll go cook some. We're gonna kill some shit on the grill. Wow. 53 minutes ago. An hour has gone by.
I know you're ready to let this thing go, so again, I'm going to start like I did at the start of the video. Thank you for all who have made this day possible. Thank you for all who have fought for our independence and have done what's right. And I wish you all the most blessed 4th of July. I hope you all are safe, and remember everything that has gotten us here to this day, and that we keep fighting for this day.
Exactly what he said.
I'll leave it to Eric.
You stay on top of your representatives. You make sure that pieces of shit like Shitman don't end up in charge of the jackbooted thugs. Now, this is out of respect for my friend Joe. This is a YouTube channel. But his YouTube channel reflects exactly what most of us believe. Fuck you at the ATF. You should be disbanded.
I want to say fuck the IRS, but I agree with the fuck the ATF.
Yeah, well, the IRS was supposed to be a temporary thing during...
Same with the IRS. They weren't even supposed to be a temper. They should have never started.
And if you're wearing blue, you need to do us proud instead of the fucking jokes from the assholes in Massachusetts. I wish you people gone. Because if you don't stand for the American people and the Second Amendment, you stand against us. And which means you don't represent Independence Day. You are the problem. You are why we dumped our fucking tea in the water. Cheers, guys.
Here's to the tea.
Hey,
From the unborn sea.
if this was the tea, I don't know if I'd been able to dump it.
No, here's the tea from the unborn sea.